Go.
Okay, we good?
Yep.
Alright. Hey y'all, it's Regan with Regan coming to you live from our few weekend, taking some shots with some buddies. Let's go. So,
Yeehaw.
I'm done. And so far, it's turned into a great weekend. We've met some great buddies. And this guy next to me, his name is Drew. Say hi.
Hi.
And he's actually been one of our good family friends for quite a long time. Wouldn't you say?
12 years.
That's pretty close. And my dad and him, they actually met teaching a class in St. Louis because they work for the same company, which is pretty awesome. So, tell us about yourself.
That he works there, I don't know. But, they got lucky hiring me.
Yeah.
So what do you want to know about me, Regan?
What do I not know about you?
You know everything. I have a couple kids. They're both adults, which, by the way, they come back into the house after you kick them out. What else? I have a couple kids. I'm married to a beautiful woman who's a first sergeant in the Army.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I like strong women. That's why you and I are friends.
Thanks for that compliment. Anyway, so what was your favorite thing to do in the service?
So when I was in the service, I was blessed. I got to interview amazing patriots and soldiers. So I loved to tell the story of heroes. So that was what I got to do. And because of that, I got to meet a lot of great people, some of them here. And I got to bring a lot of people to Texas, which makes me happy that they get to meet all my good friends.
Texas is a great place to start.
Texas is a great place. I agree. Looking for a way to get down here, but I get to tell the story of other people, and that makes me very happy because they deserve it, and they're too humble to tell their story themselves.
Right. That's pretty awesome.
I agree. It is pretty awesome. So I look forward to punching that guy in the face over there. But
I don't think we can film that. But
you can't film me punching him in the face?
No.
It's like Pantera. Vulgar display of power.
I don't think we can film it, but I'm glad to be a part of it. Anyway, thanks for your time. I appreciate it. And thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Grab it, poke inside, and it winks, and then it comes live, and then I'm trying to hold it down like a moron. I'm just like, and I'm grabbing it, punching it like a moron. Which, if you punch something with a wiggly neck, it don't work.
This gets better.
It almost gets out. I tuck it in, I'm holding it down. Ethan's like, what do we do? And I'm like, choke it? And he's like, let it happen. And then it's gone.
Let it happen.
Yeah.
His son murdered his
With
his bare hands.
His hands, yeah. He's pretty tough. He's a very strange child.
It sounds completely adjusted to me.
I mean, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Oh, there's more?
There you go.
No.
You did raise him.
The apple didn't
You did
fall
raise
far
it.
from the tree, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm holding him. What do you want me to do? Choking.
Yeah, choking guy.
Just let it happen. Shoot him, Daddy. Shoot him.
Let it happen. And you just see his life.
Phil. No, with your hand. With my hand.
That was it. That's the end of that turkey.
Many a fight.
Video.
All right, we're good to go.
Make sure he knows how to work it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, baby.
So, the tens of thousands of dollars was
Oh my God! Now Richard's going.
Great to meet
their
you.
concession.
It's
great
to meet you as
The
well.
fights were
So,
measured costs.
One of my questions is, what was your favorite part
Gotta
about
make
being
sure it's
in
not
the
a big
service?
We've had our.
Oh, I mean, it wasn't Sue.
Yelling at people.
That's
my
Yelling
wife.
at people, that's an interesting
I'm saying the boy named Sue.
Not to be a dick, but
That's pretty good.
really to
And I was.
kind of just adjust individual, but
No, that's all right.
confidence booster.
He ate all of that story about dick and
I
bitch.
don't have any personal experience, but I'm sure
You're not really
a lot of
I'm sure you've yelled at some people.
not in your confidence, no.
yesterday. That's
But I'm sure a lot of people in your position.
Not the same thing as confidence as to be. I'm trying to think of. Not to be confident in what you're doing, but to be confident in what you want to do. And we would do awards, and that was one of the things that they always wanted us to do is just because you might give the wrong answer, even if you give an incorrect answer, be confident in what you do. Because guess what? You've already made your commitment. Be confident in what you're doing and follow through. And that was more of that idea instead of just there's no reason to be mean to somebody to be mean. There's enough bullies in the world. There's no reason to add more.
Because if you have more bullies in the world, then you're just going to be mean, and no one needs that.
Not at all. And I like picking on bullies.
Absolutely.
That is definitely.
I kind of thank you. I kind of feel that because
I was picked up. I was a skinny little kid growing up.
Yeah.
So the bigger I got, the more I enjoyed being an individual that what's against that.
and in my experience, the more you treat people with kindness, as they say, kill them with kindness, the more positive people you attract.
You build a better base, and I think that's what we see a lot here with these individuals. Is we start weed out the individuals that are not the people,
Are not cut out for the job.
and really are just good people. And that changes the atmosphere. And if you look around, there's not a bad atmosphere.
No, it's practically happy and good.
These individuals are just, we're here to enjoy life. You guys invited us to be here, which, again, thank you for allowing us to be here.
You're welcome.
Because, hell, we're here to eat something and start shooting things. You can't get much better than that.
I'm all for that. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for your time.
There you go.
Let's go. Cheers.
Where were the dues?
All right.
Man.
So, we are here again with another service person whose name
Brad Burkhardt.
His name is Brad. And from what I've met of him over the past
Shut it on me
hour
last
and a
time. Let me
half,
shut it on you.
he seems like a really decent dude. So I'm going to ask him a few questions. First off, how long were you in the service?
I was in the Army 20 years. 20 short years.
20 short years, wow. So what was your favorite part?
You know, my favorite part was serving my country. I loved leaving our country to go to another country to serve our country. I loved coming home and wearing my uniform. I loved shaking hands and raising flags, and that's what I loved. Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm sure you've traveled everywhere for your jobs and such. I'm sure that was pretty interesting.
It was. I've seen Shannon, Ireland. I've seen Rome. I've seen Egypt. I've seen southern Missouri. I've seen southern Texas. I've seen Mexico. I've seen Scotland. I've seen it all.
Places.
Yeah, I've seen it all. It's been fantastic.
So your favorite part was traveling, you said?
That would be my favorite part was traveling. Absolutely, I would say yes, absolutely.
Okay. So if you don't mind my asking, what did you do for your part?
My first 7 years I was an infantryman, so I just fought battles, and my last 13 years I was a combat engineer, and so my job was to find IEDs and roadside bombs and dispose of them and get rid of them to make the road safer.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of similar to what one of our friends did, and that's really cool. And sometimes the jobs that you have are similar to other people's.
Yes, they are. We do a lot of the same things that people in the everyday world do, for sure.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me on.
And thank you for your service.
Well, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
So, this is probably my third to last interview for the video. But why don't you start by introducing yourself?
My name is Brian Jorgensen.
Okay.
I guess I'm from Kansas City area.
That's cool.
I got a daughter and a son, a couple of stepdaughters. I do construction for a living now. I'm retired Army.
Oh, cool. So how long were you in the Army for?
I was in service for 20 and a half years.
Holy cow, that's a long time. So what was your favorite part of being?
My absolute most favorite part was getting awards for my soldiers. So
Oh,
whenever
that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of paperwork a lot of times, but when they deserve it and they got it coming, and it makes everybody feel good to see somebody get an award, you know, and to put some fruit salad on their dress uniform and all that. And, you know, it's good. It's good motivation.
Right.
I like getting the rewards for the kids,
Right.
younger soldiers. I'm sorry, they're not kids.
The younger soldiers, right? So I didn't ask this in the other interviews, but I probably should have. But what's the most meaningful part that you've had?
In the service,
Yes.
in combat, you get to bond with people quite a bit tighter than maybe even family in some cases.
Right.
And so of the experiences that I've had, I've picked up some really good friends, and they're people that I know are good friends.
Oh,
They're not just acquaintances. They're
Yeah.
really great.
They're probably the truest family
Absolutely.
to the end that you'll ever meet.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
You got family out here arguing over politics and stuff, and these guys are my real family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you meet someone like that, you keep them.
Absolutely.
Because in my own experience, you don't find very many true friendships anymore.
Yeah. And I'm a bit antisocial myself, so I try to keep my circle pretty small.
I don't
Of
blame
the
you.
people that are important to me.
I don't blame you. I keep my circle small too.
Yeah.
The only people that matter to me are my true friends,
Yeah.
the ones that'll stick by me
Yeah.
to the very end. And I'm sure you've experienced that too.
Yeah. One of them sitting right there.
Yeah. We'll pan around real quick.
He saved my life more than once.
Yep. I mean, I can't attest to that, but
It's the same thing. If you
yeah.
got an important friend, they're important for whatever reason, and you know how important.
Exactly. And like I said, you don't find many true friends like that anymore.
No.
You really don't. So when you do find them, they are extremely rare.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for your interview,
Certainly.
and thank you so much for your service.
Cool, Regan.
It's much appreciated.
You have not backed off any.
Unfortunately, that is the end of this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed all of the interviews with the servicemen that I did. I actually learned a lot, and I just want to say for myself, thank y'all so much for your service, and thank you so much for taking the time out of your weekend to interview with me, and I learned a lot, so I appreciate that, and that's all. If you enjoyed this episode, then please feel free to give a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't yet, and always remember, the greatest compliment that y'all can give me is a referral. That means that if you see someone who needs happiness or positivity in their day, then please feel free to send them my link, and I will be happy to help them within reason with anything possible. Also, side note, if you enjoyed this episode and would like to leave a tip or a donation, please feel free to do so at www.buymeacoffee.com/GoRegan. All tips and donations will go back directly towards the channel itself. And anything is greatly appreciated as always. Thank you so much for watching and have a blessed week. Bye y'all!